What up? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up, Kenny? What you up to? How's the program coming? What's up, Richard? Yeah, Wade, what's up? What's up, Ryan? What's going on? Let's see if this gets better. There we go. It's too bright. From New York, what's going on? Chilling, we're doing some hats. This is what we're doing. 100 of them. Trucker hats. Trucker hats. That's on some of them, and half and half. Half like this and half like that. Let me turn that down. Yep. 101 on a single head. We can do it. Just got a call for 150, so I got to send a quote for 150 hats. Let's load this next one. These are done. 10 of them. But for those of you who haven't done embroidery or looking to get one of these, this comes with it. This comes with it and 2 of these. You get 2 of these right here. So while that one's going, you can get the next one ready. I would like to. That's it. Just clamp it down. This don't matter. It's not going to stitch under here anyways. I haven't, so for Rye, appreciate it. Arlene, Nate, easy money, yeah. Josh, what's up? Nate, what's up? Margaret, what's going on? Looks great. So for this is what I use. So I'm using right now. I'm using 60 weight, right? 60 weight. Is the bigger one 40? 40. So I'm using 40 weight. I get confused still. So this is 40 weight black. But I do have 60 weight. If I was doing something more detail, I would use the 60 weight with the 60 needle, whatever it is. Yeah, see, I'm still learning. But so I am using the 45 and a 75 for the needle. And it's going pretty good. These are trucker hats. There's nothing really to it with the trucker hats because it's just foam. It's not like the Richardsons, where it's a lot thicker. You know what I mean? Whenever I do mine, I never put these and use these. Every once in a while I will. If it's like if I'm doing something that is not structured, I'll do that. But if it's structured, I mean, this isn't structured, but it's still not flimsy like an unstructured hat. You know what I mean? An unstructured hat is whenever I would brace the back of it just a little bit. What's up, Robert? Wesley, what's going on? No, I don't avoid anybody's questions. Let me go back to what did he say? So that's not even a question to. So how often do I order? I order a lot because I do a lot. You know what I mean? So I do order a lot of thread, and I order extra. So you can see. So here's my 15 here, and if you look back there, I have extras because I order extra just to have it, so I don't have to worry about running out. You know what I mean? What was the other question that he had? Black and white, the most common. Red. I do a lot of. Let me show you the ones I did yesterday. Chance come by? It all depends on what they want. See, like here's this one. Orange and gray, lime green, whatever color that is. And then this one's orange and gray. So, but what else we got? It's going. Everything's going good. And I'm waiting for Rye to get here because I got like 1, 2, 3 jobs of screen print. But we'll see if he shows up. The digitizing software that I have is the one that comes with it. It doesn't come with it. It's Chroma Lux. But I haven't learned it yet. So what I do is I just outsource my digitizing right now. I get my digitizing done for me right now. Make it look easy. It's all about learning these and the ones up there. If you figure that out, you're good. So what I was doing right there, I don't know if you guys saw that, but what I was doing is I'm tracing it. So before you start a job, if you've never done embroidery, first thing you want to do when you put it on here and you get ready to do it, you want to hold this needle down, which is needle 1. Hold down needle 1, and then you hit the trace button. And what it's going to do is it's going to trace out your image. My main concern when I'm doing this is not to hit this metal band right here, because if you hit that, it's gonna break the needle. When's the second machine coming? I know. We're over here doing one head at a time. One at a time. Yeah, Rye's supposed to come over here. I'll let you know, Kenny. He says he is. He says he is. We'll see. He says he's gonna come over here. He's gonna help me screen print some jobs that I have. Appreciate that. T4M Slim Racer. I got something else coming. I just ordered something. You guys, I'm not gonna tell nobody what it is yet. It's gonna be. What's up? If you're doing embroidery, you need one of these. Get that right there. If you get that, make your life a whole lot easier. Those up there are cool. Those up there, they'll work. They will work, right? But if you can get this, the Hoop Master and some Mighty Hoops, get that. Flaw. I hope I said that right. Appreciate that. Yeah, we got some stuff coming up. Might have the trailer rented for an event, so hopefully. Barbecue and RICOMs. Appreciate it. Primal Graphics. There's not really much to trim on these. These actually came out pretty good. It's actually trimming good today. Sometimes they'll leave like little pieces. Here's one right here. I try to do it as I go. Look for the little, you can see like right there. This one. Because what you don't want to do with these is, because it's foam, is you don't want to put a lighter to it. Because then you could burn this. If you burn this, then you have to redo it. These are good scissors to have. You get these. The ones that, see how they have that bin to them that goes up? It's good to get those. What's up, Impossible Co? I've never sewn either until I got this thing. This ain't sewing though, so don't think of it as sewing. You know what I mean? This is basically like a vinyl cutter. You know what I mean? So with the vinyl cutter, what you do is you get your image, you create your image. Once you create your image, after that, you then put it into the program. You press send, and it goes and it cuts it, and it's done. You know what I mean? It does your image for you. This is basically the same thing. You know what I mean? I haven't started digitizing my own stuff yet. Like I said, I do have Chroma Lux, which is, I want to say it's like $1,000 something to get that program to do your own digitizing. And I just haven't had time to learn it yet. So all of my work right now, I outsource to a guy that I get work from done on Instagram. So if you guys need work done, go check him out. A-Room or something like that. I put him in all of the posts that I do whenever I post something. So check him out. He does my digitizing. But at the same time, like I said, thumb drive, you can see it. Here's the thumb drive right here. So I get an email. The email comes in. I download it. I unzip it. I get the DTS file. I put it on here. I then put it into the machine, download it to the machine, upload it, upload the image onto the screen. See that? It actually shows me where I'm at, stitching it right now. Let me show you. My bootleg charger almost fell. All right, so see, this is what I like about this one. I ain't gonna say nothing about any other one, but this is what I like about this machine. I don't say nothing about any other machine because I never use any other machine. But this is what I like about this one. I can actually see what I'm doing, exactly where it's at. I don't know if you can see that little black thing jumping around. That's where the needle's at. You know what I mean? It tells you the stitch count. I think all of them tell you your stitch count. Exactly what stitch I'm on, how fast it's going. It's going 800 a minute, 800 stitches a minute. The needle that I'm using is needle 3, and then right here, these are the threads. I'm using the black thread because it says 3, so that's what I'm using. But it's actually a pretty cool program. And then once I put the thumb drive in here and I download it to this, I could just take this out and I could upload the next file if I needed to. You can't. Once you put it back in, you have to finish this job to upload the next one. But it works. It works good. You know what I mean? I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, right. When you come down, you got a barbecue, but you got to put in your work. You know what I mean? You don't just get to show up to the shop and chill out. You gotta put in some work. You know what I mean? There's screens that need to be cleaned, stuff that needs to be done in the shop. You can help us out, and then we'll feed you with some barbecue at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Nice. Yeah, Trinity, my daughter, she started doing a TikTok at when I called in sick. My daughter Trinity started doing a TikTok for the vinyl stand, and she had a couple posts that blew up. So it's pretty good. You got to find that one that makes you blow up. You know what I mean? Right there. Who's got that energy right now? You know what I mean? Impossible Code knows. That Texas barbecue, not the Cali stuff. The In-N-Out burger. Blech. I want that In-N-Out burger. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, if you guys are interested in one of these machines right here, there is a link in the description for RICOMA. If you guys want to use the link, you don't have to, but if you do, it saves you up to 250 bucks. So by you clicking that link, it'll save you an extra $250. So those of you that have used the link, I appreciate you guys. But yeah, okay, I gotta say something. You gotta make some brisket, some ribs. Huh? Hell yeah. You gotta let me know the for sure date, right? And then we'll get Kenny over here too. Yeah, I gotta find you on TikTok too. Impossible Code. I do the TikTok thing, but it's like every once in a while. I barely have time for YouTube now. It's sad. Like, I like doing YouTube videos. I have like 5 YouTube videos that I've shot. I just haven't had time to edit them. Because by the time I leave here, we close at 7. I would look at the time, but my watch is dead like always. It's 7:49 over here. But the only way to catch up is to stay late every single day. So we stay here late every day. Oh yeah. This is what I need my business card to look like. Cause people always ask me like, what's the price for embroidery? And I'm like, I don't know. But now look, Emily just made me some pocket size prints. So I don't be undercutting myself. Look, I'm gonna throw them there and forget about them. Whoa, there's another one. See, I messed up. I didn't mess up, but forgot to get the next one ready. Whoa, that almost hit me in the face. It almost whacked me.
Where do you want me to put her sheet?
Whose is that? That's this one right here?
Yeah.
Put it in the box. Whoever that box over there on the floor. You put it in there. Can you bring the box over here so as they're getting done I can put them in the box? I just want to make sure they're clean and
All right, I'm
okie dokie. Boom. Then you bring it over here. Unload it. So with a hat, if you've never done it, let me show you. Hey, Jose, what's up? I saw you say what's up, man. My fault. So if you've never done hats before, this is how you do it. Put it on a ring like this. You attach it or secure it with this right here. And then you put it on here sideways. You got this groove right here. See that little groove? There's another one. You can see it maybe right here. Right there. So then what you do is you grab it, slide it, clip it together. Then you trace it. Number one. Once you trace it, like I said, you want to make sure you don't hit this band back here. Most importantly, you want to make sure it's in the middle of the hat. Make sure it's in the middle of the hat, because if it's not, then you're going to get an image that's off to the left or to the right. You know what I mean? So once you got it, we're doing 800. We're going to bump it up to 900. Let's push it to the limit, because people say RICOMA's machines can't do it. Let me show you. Proper maintenance and taking care of it, it can be done. I'm converting a printer. I'm converting a printer to DTF. Got to see that. I would like to see that, Jose. So while that one's going, we'll load the next one. What kind of printer are you getting? What's up, Dan? What kind of printer are you converting? So that's it. Once you get it ready, you're good to go. And then it's just a waiting game. Because, like I said, 7720. Nice. How you adding white ink to it? I mean, that's interesting. I would like to see how you do that. But that one's ready. Now we just wait. You know what I mean? There's not really much you could do with the single head machine. But we're doing 6,000 stitches a minute. I mean, 1,000 stitches a minute. My bad, 900. So it's probably 8 minutes. This one probably takes to do. I was gonna screen print a job. Already had the shirts laid out, but then the customer changed their mind on the shirts. So wants 2,400 for what? I mean, but is it whenever you convert it, is it going to be like converting a sublimation printer where you have to like constantly use it, or how's that work? Like, what kind of ink does it use? That's what worries me is whenever you buy a printer and you convert it or you change it to something that it's not meant to do, you have to constantly watch it to make sure that it's not going to mess up. You know what I mean? That's my thing about printers. Talking about like this, I could do those. I could do these too. The only thing about it, whenever you do it, if you get into embroidery, is whoever does your digitizing, make sure you tell them it's for puff. You have to let them know that you're doing a puff design, because you have to add stuff like this to it. So this is all that's inside of this, is foam like this, and there's stitches over it. So like I showed you guys those hats earlier, here's the ring that it's stitched out of that, you know what I mean? Let me show you. So see, here's the hat. Let me put this down. So here's the hat. See it? How it sticks out? That's the puff that's in there, right? And then the orange. These aren't clean yet, so don't judge. You can still see, like, I still gotta put the heat gun to it. But you see that? You put this there, it stitches it out, and then when it's done, you take this off. If that's what you were asking. Yeah, I thought sometimes there's... Oh, on this one, I'm not putting anything. So you can use tearaway. I do have it. Yeah, I do have it. I do have it. The tearaway, I do have it. But for these, I'm not using it. It all depends on what you're doing. On the next one, I'll add it. And you know what I mean? It's not really, you're not going to see a difference in the design. It's going to come out the same way. But I will add it so you can see the difference. Yeah. So as they're done, I'll put them in the box. The ink is a pigment ink. What's the cost on that? I haven't seen those. Unless it's like an applique where you create like it's like a patch and then you sew the patch on. Maybe there's an applique letter. I don't know. Like I want to get into other stuff, right? I want to do applique stuff. I want to do a lot of people like kids onesies. You know what I mean? What's up, Jesse Gibson? A lot of people wanna get like kid onesies with like elephants on it. I want to do stuff like that. I just haven't had time. Like I think it'd be cool to do some applique stuff like that, but this thing's always running with hats on it. Ray, in this one there's 6600 so the exact number is 6594 in this one. And a lot of people will tell you, you can see how to tie down the bottom. And you guys see, I'm not doing it, you know what I mean? But I'm not telling you not to, you know what I mean? Do it. Because a lot of the videos that RICOMA puts out tells you to do it, you know what I mean? Whenever I did my training with RICOMA, they said to do it. So when I say tie it down, you have these two bars right here. And what they do is they tell you to grab this. They send you these little things. And what you do is you pull it under. You pull it and you put this on there. Just to keep it tight. But I've used them, like I said in the beginning of the video, I've used them for unstructured hats. Well, I'm gonna do it on the next one. I said I was gonna put the backing on this one. I was gonna put the backing on this one, but I already had that one hooped, so I'm not gonna do it. All right, so we'll do it on the next one. So remember, you got your hat on there. You have to do your trace here. Hit it. Hit OK. It's gonna do this. And you want to make sure. Whoa, that felt like it shocked me, like a static charge or whatever. So you want to make sure that it's not going to hit that metal bar. Move it over. And then when you got it in place, where you want it, just hit the green button. As long as you keep up with the maintenance on this, like you won't have no problem with it. You know what I mean? Appreciate it, Ray. As long as you keep up with the maintenance, on it. I'm learning that there's different needles for different things, and I didn't know that in the beginning. Whenever I first started, I was like, put a needle in there, stitch it. Appreciate it, G6. Simplify. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Yeah, like, I didn't know there was different sized needles. I didn't know there was different sized threads. I was like, let's go. Let's put it in there. Let's stitch it. And then I would say like, why do my letters look all ugly? You know what I mean? And then I finally started doing some more research, and then I figured out that you have to switch up the needle size. You have to switch up the size of the thread. You know what I mean? It all depends on what you're doing. So that looks good. So here's the tearaway that we're going to be using in the next one. These are 4 caps. That one left like a big thread on there, so I want to make sure I cut it off, because I hate whenever it's stitching and then that thread gets stuck under another letter and you got a big piece going across here. Then you have to cut it, you have to trim it, you know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do is when this one finishes, I'm gonna hit stop. And then I'm gonna cut it off before it does that. So you had this big old piece dangling on there. And then I'm just going to hit start again. And there it goes. All right, so let's do this next one. I have my phone plugged into a charger, and it keeps every time I move it, it like falls off. So same thing. These caps come with these little things. You can save them. You can throw them away. Do what you want. Here's the tearaway. We're just gonna put it underneath. It's good if I show you, right? All right, so here it is. We're gonna take this and put it underneath that. You can see that. Try to bring it in. There it is. You can see that. So you put it underneath this thing right here, just like that. And then you take your hat, and then you're gonna have to stick your hat underneath that also. So you can do it that way, or you can put it. You can line it up together like this in the hat. You can line it up like that, right? Just like that. And slide them in there to get together. And then latch it in. And lock it in. So now it's in there. There's the tearaway. The tearaway, whenever you put it in there or you put any vacuum inside of this, you want to make sure that it goes underneath this because you don't want it to come out. So if you can see, it's not coming out. It's actually underneath here, being held down by this right here. Right? So while we wait on that one, clean up this one. What other questions you guys got? Remember, if you guys are interested in one of these machines, seems like a lot to learn, but you got it going on. It is a lot. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? And there was a lot of frustrating days, frustrating nights, or whatever. But it's with any piece of equipment you get. You know what I mean? What's the max height? 2.5 inches on a cap. The max you could do on a cap, 2.5, because you can only go so low, right? You can't go lower than this because then you're gonna hit this metal bar. You're gonna hit that bar. If you look at it, if I were to bring you like all the way in here, you're gonna see like I'm barely missing the bar. Like barely. Like right now when it's doing that, a piece of this is sticking out and it's hitting this. And that's probably as low as you can go. But if you go any higher, then your image is gonna wrap around and be up here. Up here. Oh, I'll check it out. I'll check it out today. The Wesleys, I'll check it out today. Real quick. Let me go back and I'm gonna come back. Seems like it is a lot. What's the max height? I answered that one. Martin, what's up? Joe, I've been embroidering today too. That's what's up. Teacher Veronica, how's it going? Hope you got your stuff in the mail. I applied for the affiliate program. All right, let me do it right now. I can do it right now. Let me log into my Shopify so I can approve it. And I don't have it on this one. Hey, Lori, if you're here, go to Shopify and look for their affiliate so you can add them. How many of those hats are you averaging an hour? I don't know. Time it right. I don't know. Yeah, check for them, babe, Lori, and then just go down to, you're gonna go to affiliates, whatever, and then go there and then click approve. Yeah, they're 9.5 by 7. I don't know, right? So do 659 divided by 900. And that'll tell you how many I'm doing. That'll tell you how long I'm doing this, right? 900, yeah. So do 6,594 divided by 900. Someone tell me what that is. Push the red button on the machine. What's that math problem I just gave y'all? I can do math, but I can't do math that big. Hey, G6, that's what's up. Appreciate you stopping by. I need to order some stickers because I need some stickers for the vinyl stand. I'll message you on Instagram. I'll send you a message on Instagram. All right? I'll look for you later on today. We need to order some because we ran out. We usually send them with every order that we send out from the vinyl stand. So yeah, I'll look you up. That's what I want to get next. A big format printer like that. Almost 8 minutes. So 8. So now do, what is it? 60 divided by 8. What is that? 60 divided by 8. Seven caps a minute, 7 caps an hour. There we go. We figured it out. 7 plus, so something like that. So then do 100 divided by 70. See, now we're gonna see how long. Well, that's gonna be what? Ooh, that's a long time. 101 divided by, what do we say? 7. 7. I want to, Jose. Maybe Lou. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show y'all something. We are setting up a display. We are setting up a display area in this shop. So hopefully. So let me show y'all real quick. So I gotta set up the next one. Hopefully I don't mess this up. All right. So, all right, excuse the mess. This job is that job. There's a pink job in there. There's this job I just got the artwork for today. It came out good. And then this one came in today. This one came in today, and then this one came in. This was from Total Link Solutions. He sent me this stuff. This is what I ordered. Moving on up. 5-gallon bucket. And then I ordered some screens. But you guys saw my YouTube stories. This is what we did the other day. So this is going to be our display area right here. There used to be a window right here. So I was gonna make this my office whenever I first got here. So I had a window, right, like a mirror window. So I took all of that down. So we're gonna take this down and we're gonna make this wall with all blank caps. So all the caps that I have on here, we're gonna put them here, and then we're gonna finish this off, and then we finish that wall. We just gotta finish letting this dry, add some more, put some more, paint it, and then get that done. And then I bootleg those up there because that was running down here. So I'm gonna have some lights here shining on everything this way, there and there. Right. So that's the idea for this. The partner's office. I'll go show you the restroom if you want to see that. Yeah. So don't mind the mess. We were like terrorizing this place this weekend. We gotta clean it up. But yeah. So we're trying to get everything back to normal again because, yeah, we were busy doing that. The restroom, oh yeah, it's right here, right? Check it out. It's right here, look. Right there next to the exposing unit, there's a bed right underneath there. Yeah, so my fault. I wasn't ignoring her. Who was it? So, teacher Victoria, no, there are two different spots. This is one of them. I'll show you again. So this is the print shop. So the vinyl stand, so this one's actually two storefronts. So there's a door and there's a door. The vinyl stand is from, let's see, from here, this way is the vinyl stand. Just one storefront. This one's actually two. So this one's way bigger, and I'm out of room already. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, we gotta clean this place up. It's dirty, but it's good because we're busy. You know what I mean? Stay busy to be good. And then if Rob comes to Georgia, you know what I mean? He could be working the next machine and the next machine. I want to get a big format printer so I could do stickers and banners and other stuff like that. So we're gonna need someone to run stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then, like I was telling y'all earlier, I had there's this lady that comes in here and gets a lot of work done for us with us. She does a lot of vinyl stuff, and she does vinyl and vinyl embroidery and screen printing. So I was telling her about the trailer, so she wants to rent the trailer too. So that's what's up. I can take the trailer out finally, man. That'll be awesome. I showed it the other day because a lot of people have been asking me what I do with it, because ever since I got it, it's just been in storage. Hers is better. Hers is cleaner. Hers looks cleaner. But she ain't got an inventory like this. Look at this. Look at those shirts over there. God, this place looks horrible. It's so dirty in here. Look, there's more hats over there. Oh my gosh. And look at the board. All those jobs right there. Keep them coming. Let's go. Let's go. Next weekend, we're gonna be doing something with the family, but I'm still gonna be coming to work and then go back to what we're doing. You know what I mean? 'Cause Lori's like, you need some time off. I'm like, I do. I'm tired all the time, but it's all worth it. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to put in that work. It's a shop that looks normal. Yeah, that's true. Get that kid labor. They don't even want to come over here. I try to tell them to come over here, and they don't want to. Well, Trinity does. Trinity used to help me at the house. Hey Joe, I just bought me some 196 screens for 2 suppliers, and one was white and the other is yellow. Do they both get the same? Yeah, they're both the same. I like the yellow ones, but if I show you, let me show you. I'll show you. I don't care. My stuff is a mess. So here's the ones I just ordered from Total Link Solutions. So there's a link for Total Link Solutions too. If you guys need this, check out Total Link Solutions. he's close to me. The yellow ones, see? Here's the white one. I have a white one. This is the job that I was going to do on those gray shirts. And then, don't judge me. So here's my dark room, right? Here's my exposing, well, now that I say that. And I didn't close that earlier. Look, I killed blue smurfs in here. That's what they tell me. So here's all my screens right here. So these are ones that customers have paid for. But these are, so you can see they're white. There's a yellow, white. So I do the same thing, same exposing time. And as you can see, like these with red are the white. The ones with yellow, you can see the ones with yellow. It's all the same thing. And it all depends on your exposing unit. I don't know what Rye does for his. Is it still cutting off? Let me try connecting. Let me try connecting to the Wi-Fi. See, I connected to the Wi-Fi. I wasn't connected. No, my battery's not gonna die this time. It's plugged in. It's actually plugged in right now. See, I didn't get the next one. Now I can't do 7 hats in an hour. Hey, you're in my office. Hey, let me know if it's working. I connected to the Wi-Fi here in the shop. I wasn't connected, but I just connected right now. So this one, let me show you. So this one, let me show you. This one right here, I didn't put a backing in there. And I'm gonna show you the other one here in a second. Let me put this back on here, and then I'll take you back to the Rise office over there so you guys can see. I'll show you where he's gonna sleep at when he comes. I can say it's a short joke, but we're both short, so it won't matter. All right, so I gotta make sure, because they gave me 10 of these hats, I gotta make sure I do 5 of one and 5 of another. All right, I guess because maybe I went into the restroom, I don't know. I mean, to Rise office, whatever. All right, so we're good. We're gonna hit start, and then we're gonna do this. So here's the one that we just did. Whoa, it almost hit me in the face again. So here's the one that we did where we put the backing on there. So the good thing about the tearaway is you just tear it away. See that? That's it. That's it. So you have this. And that's it. Just like that. No, I'm not going to be here that long. Not tonight. I'll probably be here for a little bit. But I want to try to get some of these hats done. And then the rest. And that's it. But yeah, hopefully it doesn't get pixelated. Let's see. Bunk bed under there. Like that. That's all it is. That's gonna be Rye's little spot in there when he shows up. If he shows up. If he shows up. So yellow screen, white screen, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. Again, it all depends on your exposing unit. That one, the one from Anatol, I can do it. Yeah, take it easy, Rye. So what's the benefit of tearaway? It tears away. So let me show you the other ones. So here's the backing that I use for a shirt. Right? Let me show you. That's the backing of a shirt. That won't tear away. Like if you try to pull this, it's not gonna tear away. It just stays like this. And what it does is this is a polyester fabric, so it holds the shape of the shirt. You know what I mean? It doesn't let it bunch up on you. Tear away is good for the hat, so that when you're done, you can just tear it away. There is other stuff that you can use it on. A bunch of other stuff that you can use. Not only hats, you know what I mean? It all depends on what you're using. I've only used it for hats because that's all I've had time to do. So that's what I would say the benefit of it is. The blue hoop is a 5x5. Veronica, that's this one. The Mighty Hoop, Mighty Hoop is 5x5. But you gotta know the distance from here to here. Whenever you order these, they ask you what the distance is from here to here. So make sure you know that. And then it's good because it's just a magnet. Keep your fingers away from it because watch this. Whoa. See that? That will hurt if you get your fingers stuck in there. That will hurt. So keep your fingers away from that. I can show you how to use it in a minute. It's very easy to use this thing. It's so much easier than doing this to those other ones. You know what I mean? So let me load the next hat. So on the next hat, we have to switch the image because this is our 5th hat. We've already done 5. Check this out. I'm gonna try to bring you over here without dropping my charger. Let's see if we can do this. Right there. Let me move this one. So you can use it on here too. You can put it on here. If you're doing like beanies or something, I learned this from Ramon the Cholo. You can do beanies on here and you just clamp it with this. If you order the Mighty Hoop system, you get this and that. You get this and one of these, I believe. So it comes with this little guide right here. And it asks you, so depending on what size you're using, it tells you what number to put it on. So say we're doing so say we're, let me see what size this is so you can get the right one. So like this shirt is a 4X, right? So it tells you on here 3X. So say it was a 3X, we'll go with 3X, right? It says F, see if it focuses, F24. So what you do is grab this right here, and there's a little hole right here. So what you do is you line it up to number 24. So 24 is right here. You look in the little hole, and you put it into number 24, which is there. And then it said F which is up here, you line that up to the neck. So then you got these little magnetic things right here. And you take your vacuum and you put it on there. And you close it and it holds it in place. Yeah, that thing is scary. I want to order bigger ones. Then you put your shirt on there. When you got your shirt on there, you lower the collar to F, like it said. So the collar's at F. Well, don't forget this, right? You gotta put this in there first. So don't forget this, put that in there, and then put the vacuum in. Then put your shirt. Back to F. So the middle, this collar thing goes lined up with that. Then you take this, and put it on here. So these little screws, these screws right here, yeah, just send me an email or just give us a call to the store. Email hardmuscleprinting@yahoo.com and we'll do something for you. So you get this, right? You put it in here in these grooves. When you got it ready, make sure it's nice and straight. You pop it on and it's just like that. It's ready to go. Nice and easy, not like the little, not like that. So now we're gonna switch the image. I'll show you how to do that. All right, so what we're gonna do now, let me bring you over here, back over here. Hopefully you guys can see this. So I know like with Rise machine, nothing, I don't say nothing bad about him, Melco. But with his machine, whenever you come in here, you have to look for the name. Same thing with this one. I'm gonna look for the other name that I'm looking for, but I already know that it put it on. I just uploaded it, so it's on number 6. So here we are. We just did the rich one. Now we're doing location outside. It actually shows you what it looks like. Hit OK. It loads it. Then I'm gonna lock the machine or put it into embroidery status. And then, same thing. I got it on there, hit my trace again. Probably show you, right? Let it trace the image. Make sure it's in the middle. Looks good. And then when you're ready, I've already done some of these, so the color's already set to number 3. All we have to do is hit start. Pretty easy, right? That's what I like about it. That's one thing that I like about it. Yeah, his works. Yeah, his works. That's why I say I don't say nothing bad about the Melco machines, the Brother machines, whatever machines that are out there. I can't say nothing bad about them because I've never used them. You know what I mean? I've only used this, so this is all I can tell you about. But I do like you said, like this. I do like this. Because you can see exactly what you are working on. It's not like you don't have to guess, you know what I mean, what you're working on. That's what I like about it. Yeah, Motime, just send me an email. Here's the email, Hard Hustle Printing, focus, or just give the store a call. There's the number. Don't call right now because I won't answer because we're closed. I always answer the phone, even when we're closed at the vinyl stand. Lori's like, don't answer the phone, and I answer it anyways. No, these are not Richardson's, but I do use Richardson's. These hats were actually brought in from. Whoa, I almost kicked it. I mean, I did kick it. These hats were brought in from the customer. But I'll show you some that I've done. Let me go grab one. This is a Richardson 112. This is an image that I did for somebody. That came out good. Here's one I did for a local shop around here. This one I just never cleaned it up. I just did this as a test to make sure everything was right before I actually embroidered it on the stuff that they wanted. Here, I'll do it again. See if it'll work. All the information is down below in the description also. I don't know if that will work. Hard Hustle Printing at yahoo.com, or you can either that or just email info@Hard Hustle Printing. Info@Hard Hustle Printing is the best because more than one person gets it. And if you send it to Hard Hustle Printing, sometimes I'll look at it and then I'll forget about it. So I had someone, like, I don't ignore people, you know what I mean? I don't ignore people. I just get busy. And someone was like, they got mad. They said I have good customer service, but how did he say it? Or she. I'm not gonna say it was a he or she, but I had good customer service, but when it came to work, it sucked. So I was like, I'm busy, you know what I mean? I try to get to everybody if I can. And he was like mad about it. I mean, I get busy. Everybody gets busy, you know what I mean? I don't just do this full time. I have this place, the vinyl stand, and I have a full-time job still. So it's hard. It's very hard. Joe, have you tried the puff embroidery? Do you carry the foam at the vinyl stand? I don't carry the foam at the vinyl stand. I don't. But I order it like this. See, I just dropped it again. This is annoying. This is how I order it. So I order big sheets of puff like this. Purple. Red. Blue. It's a bunch of different colors. And the black. Ordered the black too. But you don't have to order them that big. You know what I mean? You can order smaller sizes. Let me put this back so I don't get in trouble for leaving it all out. You see, I have a drawer right here with just all of that stuff in there. You can order stuff like this though. It's just craft foam. Go to Walmart. They sell it there. You know what I mean? If they sell it there. I was ordering this at first. I was ordering these, but when someone came in and they were like, I need 5 caps done with this red, this is the red you get. You know what I mean? So I wasn't getting 5 out of this, but I was getting this whole pack. So it was just better for us to order the big packs of the color. No, so to become an affiliate, Jose, just go to thevinylstand.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and it says become an affiliate. Fill out your information there, and then I'll get an email saying congratulations, someone just signed up for your affiliate program, and all I have to do is just go in there and approve it. But again, I get busy, you know what I mean, and I forget about it. You know what I mean? I'll see it, and I'll be like, okay, let me get in there and approve it, and then I forget about it. But what I did do is, whenever someone uses your affiliate link, I have it to where it automatically will approve it. So nobody has to go, like, it's not going to be like I never got approved for anything. And then all of a sudden one day I go in there and start approving everything that you did. You know what I mean? So now it's set up to where as soon as someone buys something and they purchase it or whatever, and they use your link, you will get an email saying congratulations, you just got a referral from someone using your link. Yeah, check it out. I try to send stuff out to everybody. I just sent out some packages to some people, so you guys will start seeing some B-Flex, some of the vinyl from the vinyl stand on some upcoming YouTube videos, hopefully. And that's all I ask, you know what I mean? BX fonts. What's a BX font? I don't really know. What I usually do is I just go on my program. Someone will tell me this is what I want, like this one. Someone said, "Can you do this?" Right? I did one for, I guess, the boy, and then they came back and wanted the girl's name on it. So I did this. I just went on my program, made this image, and then emailed it to the digitizer, or even took a screenshot of it, sent it to my digitizer, and then he sent me this back, and then I just put it on there. You know what I mean? So. Look, even hoodies. I've even done hoodies. Look at this. A lot of people say they have problems with hoodies. Let me get the next one. So keep on going. Keep on going. People say they have problem with hoodies. I've never had any problems doing hoodies. Well, Emily, who works here, has been doing a lot of the hoodies, and we haven't had no problem. Our biggest problem is the hoop. The hoop is the biggest problem because we got to use a big hoop for it. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all can hear me. I said the biggest problem that we have whenever it comes to doing something like that is the size. Look how big this is. So we have to use a big hoop for this. You know what I mean? So our biggest problem is the hoop, getting the hoop to attach this because this is so thick. You know what I mean? But once we get it, look at that. That's like a $60 hoodie now, you know what I mean, with their logo on it. Maybe even more, depending on what people want to pay for your logo, you know what I mean? But I do want to buy the Mighty Hoop, the bigger ones, so that I won't have that problem, or we won't have that problem. Because there's been times where we'll hoop it, we'll put it on here, we'll do the trace and it falls off, and I'm like, I'm done with you. Well, let me show you. One thing you don't ever want to do is this. So say, because I did this when I first started. So say you hit trace. What you don't want to do is hold this down and hit trace while this thing is moving. Because what's happening is it's turning on a guide, I guess. It turns on a guide, right? So as it's turning, it's going through them and it's moving it across there, right? And if you hold this down, what's going to happen is it's going to get there and it's going to grind. The ugliest sound you'll ever hear. So if you're going to move the head, keep your fingers away from it, right? So I'm going to do a trace. But if I were to come here and hold this down right now, it's going to make the ugliest grinding noise ever. So just let it do its thing, and when it's done and the head's not going to move, that's when you want to do your, make sure it's centered. Once you got it centered, what's up, media? How's it going? Jimmy, what's up? Fixed. Okay, yeah, so once you get it, you're ready to go. Hit trace, keep your fingers out of the way, because I couldn't even imagine what it would feel to get one of those needles smashed in your hand. I know Emily had one, not this one, but her machine. It's good to go. And as you can see, I ain't putting no tie downs. Not tying it down. There's not a lot of bounce in this hat. Everything's being held down. You said, let me write it then. All-Star Vinyl, Texas, what's going on? Let me see if I can type something. Lori, if you're here, can you type on there or Emily, if you guys are here, can you guys type the email address? All-Star Vinyl, Texas, what's up, man? Or what's up? I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but what's going on? I don't want to say the wrong thing. We're doing some hats. Embroidery on hats. 100 hats. 101 to be exact. I'm gonna shoot a video on this too. I just make sure, because one time there was a name on here, I was like, what's up, man? And then they were like, I'm a woman. I was like, sorry, like I didn't mean to. It looks good. Look at that. I don't know, the customer brought these into me. So I'm not sure exactly what, there's two different styles. So there's this one. No, these aren't the Yukongs, because I have some. Let me show you. So these are the ones that they brought, right? It has this green, this right here. These are the ones he was talking about, the Yukongs. They actually come with a sticker like that. It's about the same thing, pretty much the same. Maybe the back is different. That one's got double buttons. This one's got single buttons. Same thing, same difference. If you see one from Liberty Graphics, tell them I need my hats. Tell them I need my hats. So I did these two. These. I gotta do the side of it. So to do the side of it, I had to buy this. Special clamp. Don't even ask me the price on this. You don't want to know. But this is the one. So you can do anything with this. You just change this out. You take this off, and now I can add a different clamp to this. So this is not universal. I put it on the machine, and I could buy different clamps for this. That's what's good. This is expensive right here. This right here is what's expensive. These aren't as expensive. So this only does the left side of the cap. So you put that on there, tighten it up. When you put it on there, you line up your hat. You line up the left side of your hat. I'm trying to do this with one hand, like this, something like that. And then this goes. Let me figure this out with one hand. Ugh. It's hard to do it without it being in the machine. There it is. And you get it like this. And then whenever you get it, you grab this piece and you clamp it down. And then you're able to stitch the side of the hat. It's and it's sitting there like that. It's gonna be just like doing a t-shirt or anything else. So then you put a backing on here, you put a backing on there, and then you got to put the wash away stabilizer on the top. Yes, I will tell you who my digitizer is. Give me a second. Let me put this away. The digitizer that does my work is tagged on all my. If you look at the my post that I put on Instagram, he's on just about all my posts. So I usually put on there, digitized by, and then it has his name, Aram, something like that. So he's the one that does all my digitizing work. So if you guys want some work, check him out. He does pretty good stuff. All the stuff that I've done, he's done it. There's a little language barrier there because it's from another country, but if he gets it right, it comes out good. Let me see. I do have a lot of messages on there right now. If I go on here, it's probably gonna stop the YouTube thing that we got going on. So I can't check it right now, but I will check it when I get out of here. When we get off this live, I'll check it and then we'll see what's up. Location. Take your ass outside. Is that how you say it? Load the next one real quick. Keep it going. Summer hasn't even come yet, and I'm already ordering beanies for the winter time, just to start getting stuff ready. No, I don't. B-Flex is made in Italy. Ameriflex is made in America. I don't know. I don't know, Lopez, Jose. I don't really know. I do know I've used B-Flex. You guys who followed me from the beginning, I've used B-Flex since I got here, and I've liked it, and I stuck with it, and then I became a reseller for B-Flex. So, oh, you did it? Nice. That's what's up. Yeah, a lot of people are scared to do them because they're like, oh, it's green. How's it gonna work? I wanted to do one with skulls. I think with skulls it would look good. We just got a bunch of other tumblers in at the vinyl stand too. I don't know what we have left, but we had some really cool sippy cup ones where you push a button and it will pop up for kids, like a sports bottle. We had those. We did order the big sports bottles, the really long ones. I think we ordered 12 of them, and someone bought all of them except 2 the same day. Nice. That's what's up. That's good to know. Like, it's good to know that. It's good to see like people have followed from back then. You know what I mean? I need to do another one. I need to do another tour of like with them, because I'm there all the time. I'm not there all the time, but the good thing about it is The good thing about being here is, if I run out of vinyl, I can put in an order and go pick it up. You know what I mean? That's the good thing. So I should never be out of vinyl. If I'm out of vinyl, it's because they're out of vinyl. Oh, nice. I want to do one with skulls because I was like, that would look cool. Like the black background with the green skulls would look cool. But for our store purposes, we did the unicorns. It still came out good. You know what I mean? Too fast. Teacher Victoria. What kind of machine I don't know if you said earlier, but what kind of machine do you have? So yeah, I mean, you can use 651, but you have to be careful how you wash it. That's the thing about it, is whenever you're doing that, you can't wash it. The Brother 6 needle? Okay. If you ever want to upgrade, use my link, you get some money off. Help you out, you know what I mean? With 651, you have to be careful. You have to tell people is if you're gonna put it into a dishwasher, it's gonna come off. If you're gonna wash it by hand, and then take it out. You know what I mean? And the silhouette. Lori's done HTV also, and it worked. We just did they did HTV, not we. The girls at the vinyl stand, they did HTV on boxes, came out good. You know what I mean? Yeah, so whenever I first started, here's my thing. I was like, why do I need 15 needles? Am I going to actually do 15 colors at one time? But I realized now it's not all about just having 15 colors back there. It's about if I had a multicolored design, or even if it was black, big black letters with some little tiny black letters on the bottom, you want to switch from this color, or you want to switch from the 40 weight black, the 75 needle, to a 60 weight and a 65 needle. And at first, when I first started, I didn't know, like I was just like 75 all the way, let's go. You know what I mean? But I've learned, we've learned over this past, 5 months now, is you got to switch the needles. So that's what we've learned so far. Switch the needles. So I've learned it's not all about leaving that back, all the colors. All right, Jimmy, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Make sure you hit that thumbs up before you get out of here. I've been slacking on YouTube lately, but I need to get back into it. Y'all gonna see some stuff coming up late. Watch what's coming up. Y'all gonna like it. Yep, take it easy, Jimmy. Thanks for stopping in. Hit that thumbs up one time. We're gonna finish these last two light pink ones. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 9 o'clock? Yeah. Probably another 30 minutes and then we're gonna get out of here. Finish up these last two. I just wanted to get on here and show the RICOMA in action. You know what I mean? A lot of people have stuff to say about RICOMA and the machine, and you guys that have followed me have seen that I knew nothing, absolutely nothing about this. You know what I mean? And no special training, no nothing. You know what I mean? Just got in here and learned it. Got in here, learned it, reached out to some people that had been doing it, and they gave me some pointers. Ramon the Cholo gave me some pointers on stuff to do, and he's been a big help. Juan from Liberty Graphics, I've just listened to some of the stuff that he said. I've never really asked him for any advice or any help. But Rodrigo, what's up? Teacher Victoria, this is the MT-1501. So I can dream of it one day. No, you need a. So I saw someone, they bought one of these with my link, and they bought the 2-head 20 needle, and I was like, dang, that's nice. That's what's up. And that's because, like, before I got this machine, I was already in touch with RICOMA, because I was talking to one of the reps, because I wanted to get a dual head, because I'm always the type of person that is like, if I'm gonna buy something, I don't want to say I want the single head, right, and then regret it later because I didn't buy the double head or the dual head. But then when RICOMA reached out to me, I asked them for the dual head, but they were like, we're only offering the single head. So I was like, cool. It is, Rodrigo, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say like I just jumped into this and everything was good and fine and dandy. You know what I mean? It is a learning curve. You know what I mean? I've done a backpack before. Someone brought me a backpack in here. It was a $30 backpack. And I was like, I messed it up. So I gave him 40 bucks. I was like, here's 40 bucks. 40 for your backpack and 10 for me messing it up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's a learning curve for me. And I've learned you can't use those hoops for backpacks. You know what I mean? You have to buy the clamps. You can get away with some backpacks. Don't get me wrong. You can do some backpacks. So I'm not saying you can't, but you got to be careful what's underneath this. If it's going to be able to clamp right. If the hoop will actually go inside of here, or if it's got a pocket like this at the bottom to where you can actually still stick it on here and it's nice and thin. Whenever you get to that thick material, that's where you got to be careful. You know what I mean? See, I didn't want to mess this up. Look at this. See that? Last thing I want to do. The last thing I want to do is pay 60 bucks for this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've messed up someone's backpack before, and I was just like, is what it is. You know what I mean? I gave her money back, and she's like, it's okay, it's for a kid, he ain't gonna know. I can't say, like, to be honest with you, I can't say embroidery, I can't say screen printing, I can't say HTV, because if I think about it right now, I'll say this. But if I actually think about when I first started and I was trying to grab a picture from the internet, put it in the program, and I'm like, why isn't it cutting it? HTV, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know about SVGs. I didn't know about vector files. I was just like, oh, let me just buy this cutter. I could type in a word in the program and it cuts it. Let's go. Let me get a picture. Why isn't it cutting it? It's got to be a vector. It's got to be an SVG. So you got to do all your research. You know what I mean? Same thing when it came to screen printing. Why isn't my screen exposing? Like, I expose the screen, but then whenever I go to wash it out, everything washes away. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I think, like, honestly, everything has its learning curve. HTV and weeding. I prefer not to weed now, but if I have to, I will. You know what I mean? We have a customer that comes in here and she likes the feel of vinyl. She wants all her stuff done with vinyl, you know what I mean? And if she comes, like, she just ordered 50 shirts. She ordered 50 shirts, and we were like, screen print it. It's better if you screen print it. So she was like, okay, I'll screen print it, because Emily will be here weeding that stuff, and then when I get here, if I'm not doing this, or like, she's doing jobs throughout the day, and then whenever I get here, There's stuff that I can do that she doesn't do, like she doesn't screen print. She does embroidery, but she knows that I like to do the videos on the embroidery. So then sometimes she won't even mess with it because she wants me to do it. You know what I mean? Because she knows I'm gonna do a video. But yeah, I did 80 shirts with HTV. Woo! People were like, "Well, how much was your electricity bill? How much was your electricity bill?" But that's how we all get into it. You know what I mean? Whenever we're first starting out and someone comes to you with 80 shirts, you're like, "I'll do it. Heck yeah, I'll do it." And then you start doing it. You're like, "Well, what did I do?" But luckily, like Lori helped me weed all that stuff. I was cutting them, and when I would finish cutting them, I would give them to Lori. Lori and the girls were weeding them. You know what I mean? And then when they were finished, I would just press them. You know what I mean? So, no, they don't. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, like the big dryer over there, you gotta have the bigger plugs for. I feel like I was yelling. Was I yelling? You gotta have the bigger plugs. You know what I mean? You gotta have the bigger plugs, and when you have the bigger plugs, that's what's probably gonna pull a little bit more power. But hopefully they set up your stuff right. We've had like our power has been like steady since we got here. You know what I mean? And now we're running the AC during the day. We still run the conveyor dryer whenever I do a job. Because that's all stuff that my bad. And that's all stuff that you need to get a job done. You know what I mean? If you're doing a multi-colored job, I like to flash print it. So those are all things that you have to do. You know what I mean? So for here, no lie, it's about $300. And I run this. Emily's running her computer, whatever, either the Cameo or the Cricut. She's running that. We're running the AC now that summer's coming around. The exposing unit. Then when I screen print, we turn that stuff on over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not bad. You know what I mean? And this place has 2 ACs. So we got a thermometer over here, and then we have a thermometer over here. So this one has 2. What's going on, Gina? Yep. 80 chest pieces, 80 full backs, 80 flags. It's crazy. But like I said, it's something that whenever you're first starting out, you're hungry for it. You know what I mean? My bad. You're hungry for it, so you'll do it regardless. You know what I mean? I'll still do it if I have to. If someone came in here and wanted 80 shirts, but they insisted that they wanted vinyl, then let's do vinyl. If that's what they want, let's do vinyl. But I still have my cutter. See it over here? That's the first heat press that I ever bought. Everybody says, "Oh, don't buy a China press, don't buy an Amazon press." This one I bought on Amazon, and I still use it today. It's still going since December 2017. There's the Sawgrass, there's the Graphtec, and then if you look right there is the Cameo, and then if you look right there is a 5-in-1 heat press. So I still use my 5-in-1 heat press. We use the 5-in-1 heat press. We use the big heat press. Screen print. We got the conveyor dryer. We got the flash dryer. The exposing unit. The ACs that run. The embroidery machine that never stops running. You know what I mean? All that stuff is constantly going. But again, at the end of the day, we make sure we cut everything off. You know what I mean? Lucy Lou, right now we're doing 900. You want to bump it up? Bump it up to 1,000? Listen. Booking. $1,000. I'm waiting for it to stop like any time now, because we've been running this for a while, and I don't know how long we've been on. We've been on here for 2 hours almost, an hour and 41 minutes, and the bobbin hasn't run out. So that's pretty good. You know what I mean? Almost 2 hours on the same bobbin. So that's pretty legit. Remember, if you guys are here and you're interested in one of these embroidery machines right here, I got a special link down at the bottom. By you guys clicking that link down at the bottom, what it will do is it'll save you 250 up to 250 bucks. It's a special link for you guys that click that link and you're looking for one of these. But yeah, if you guys are interested in one of these, sounds like a helicopter. I bought one Tussie heat press, Frank. It's just a bulb. What did I miss? So here's the reason why, Gina. Gina's like, I'm surprised. What's the biggest logo you can embroider on that machine? You can embroider whatever. You can embroider whatever as long as you have the right size hoop. So if you look over there, that one right there, that one's big. That one's huge. I did with that one right there. I did 5 of these. No, I did. Yeah, I put this image on that hoop, and I did 5 of these at one time. 5 of these. So it's like I could have did something probably that big, as big as that hoop right there. You could do it. But the biggest I've done, that's probably the biggest piece that I've done right there. That one, or the tablecloth video that I did. One of those were the biggest pieces that I've done so far. Those are the biggest. What was Gina's? So the thing about it, Gina, is you have to do maintenance on it. You know what I mean? It's like a car. You know what I mean? It's running on metal. Metal's just running. So there's some grease points on here. There's some oil points on here. So you get this little thing with it whenever you purchase it. Every 4 hours, it's recommended that you oil those certain spots. And let me see. You can see. If you get the machine and you forget what you got to do, right here it says lubricant, right? And it tells you once every 4 to 6 hours, A. B, once a week. C, once a week. D, every 3 weeks. So those are just some of the things that you need to do whenever it comes time to having the machine. You know what I mean? You can't just run it and not forget to put this in it, because like Gina said, like run a car without oil, you're gonna mess it up. You know what I mean? Mess it up. So it sounds like a helicopter. I was curious if you had a Zert fitting or oil holes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. It's been 2 hours. I was probably doing this an hour before we started on some hats. So I can show you here in a second some of the stuff that we're going to do. So for A, which is the one that we're going to do next, is 3 different spots, which is every 4 to 6 hours. We'll do that one next. And then when this one's done, we'll also check the bobbin to see how it looks. But all of this has lubricant on it. This little piece has lubricant on it. Back inside of here, you can put lubricant. Yeah, Frankie, she wants you to message. Send her your address, Frankie. She's got a package to send you. If you're gonna get a cutter, go with a Cameo. if you're gonna get a US cutter, it's gonna come with a program that nobody knows how to use. You're gonna be stuck trying to learn it, so you might as well go with the Pro, the Cameo Pro. You know what you gotta send them, Gina. The Cricut, I don't know how to use the Cricut. A lot of people have come to the store frustrated using the Cricut, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I don't know how to use the Cricut. I know how to use the Cameo somewhat, and I know how to use the program that I've been using, LXI, since I first started. All right, so this one's good. So let's do this. We'll check the bobbin while we're doing this. So, bring you down here. So we'll check the bobbin real quick. You open up this, pull this out. Look at that. We still got a full thing on there. This thing is legit. Good to go. So inside here, you can buy an air thing, or you could just do that. I prefer to do that than to buy the air thing. On the side of this, there's 2 screws on there. You can loosen those screws. This plate will come out. And when that plate comes out, all the thread that's in there will come out. So you take this, put a couple, oil it just a little bit inside of there, and then you're good. So your bobbin, you have your bobbin, leave your string out, not your string, your thread. Saying string is like saying paint to saying paint to a screen printer, right? Right, so we just leave this out, and then right here, see that little hole right there? Right there. There's another hole right there. Same thing with that. Couple drops, good to go. And you're not gonna be able to see the other one. But back here, let's see. See my hand? Nope, you can't see it. But back here, there's another little tiny hole. There's another, back in the back there, there's another little tiny hole, and you're gonna do the same thing with that. 1,000, Lucy Lou, 1,000 stitches. Wait, what speed? Stitch the hat's at. I just did it at 1,000. I thought I showed you. We did it at 1,000. 1,000 stitches per minute. So let's do it again. So you can leave this out. You guys saw the bobbin was good. We oiled it, so we're good for another 4 to 6 hours according to RICOMA, right? So like I said, the bobbin thread, you can leave it out. Grab your hat, goes on there sideways, twist it. When it falls into place, lock it. All right, so here's the thing about this. Let me bring you back down here. School you guys on this real quick. So what you don't want to do, is you don't want to push this. You want to grab this and squeeze it together, because if you push this, this whole arm right here is going to go out of place. So don't do that. Squeeze these together. Squeeze them together. Do your trace. So we're going to do our trace. And then we're going to hold down the needle. And we're looking for the center of the cap. So we need to move this needle to the middle of this. We're going to slide this over. Do our trace again. Once I got it, my color is already set to black, because we've just been using black on these. All of these hats are getting black on them. Sorry. Then, whenever you're ready, hit the green button. So we're going again. Lucy, 1,000. 1,000 stitches a minute. We got this image has 7,000 stitches in it, and we're doing it at 1,000 stitches a minute. That's what we're doing. I know, right? It's hauling butt. There was another question on here I want to answer. I hate to jump in debt, but I might with a RICOMA. So the good thing about it is just think of it like this is 0% interest. You know what I mean? See that, Lucy? That's what the RICOMA MT-1501. People will say that you have to run it at. People will tell you that it won't go 1,000 stitches a minute. They'll tell you to put it at 500 stitches a minute. But then we're gonna be here all night trying to do this. So do you get a better stitch with it going fast? Do you get a better stitch with it going slow? It's the same thing. Some hats you do. The Richardson hats, you can't go 1,000 stitches a minute, depending on the image, depending on where you're stitching at. You can't do that. You can't go as fast. You know what I mean? But I still get it to 700-800 when doing a Richardson hat. But this is a foam hat. You know what I mean? So there's no, what is this called? The way the Richardson hats are, like this right here. This you don't have to worry about this, right? So we're getting it. Do I like running it at 1,000? Nah, I usually try to keep it at 9, maybe 900 is fast enough for me. You know what I mean? You don't want to overwork it. You know what I mean? But even at 900 stitches a minute, that's still fast. So yeah, I was saying, media. Yes, hit the like button, please. Did you get the white cap? No, Richardson hats are sold out. Like, it's crazy. You cannot find no Richardson hats anywhere. I did get some white hats, but they're not like this. They got the mesh in the back, and I didn't think you'd want them. So I didn't even show them to you. So I'm going back. So I didn't get the white hats. NCO credit. If you're still here, my fault. Puff embroidery, hard or not, worth the money because not many shops are willing to do it. I like to do it. I love to do it. So puff embroidery is not hard. And when you say is it worth the money, there's no money. There's no extra money involved in it. The only thing that you do is you add this. That's all you're adding is foam like this. That's all you're adding. And you could buy a pack of this for like $3. So how many puffy hats can you get out of this? A lot. You know what I mean? A lot of hats. I've done a lot of hats. And I've messed up a lot of hats. Let me show you this one. Here's 3D puff right here. And it's just, I didn't like the way that little piece came out, so I didn't give it to them. But that's puff. And it looks good. The customer, they love them. They order a lot of these hats. I just didn't like I said, that little piece right there. I didn't like the way it came out, so I didn't give it to them. I'm pretty sure if he came over here and I was like, hey, you want it? He would take it. You know what I mean? But there's no, when you get it digitized, tell your digitizer, hey, it's puff. Because what it does is it doesn't sew, it doesn't stitch like that. Like that stitching, this is stitching close like this. You know what I mean? And whenever you do puff, what it does is it goes from one side to the other side, just back and forth. And what it does is whenever you put this puff down on here, it does that, right? So that whenever you're done, you peel this piece off and it stays underneath there. So whatever you do is make sure whatever colored thread you're using, use the same color puff, because what you don't want to do is put white under there, and if a little piece of white is sticking out, you can get, a majority of the time you can get it to go in with a heat gun, but sometimes you can't. But if you look right here, you can't see it. You can't see it, right? You look right here, you can't see it, but there's puff sticking out. But being that I use blue, let me see. Being that I use the blue puff on that, you can't see the blue puff. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yep. And the same thing when doing the side of a hat. Whenever I do the side, I put the tearaway in here, and then I put the water soluble on top, so the thread will stick on the bottom and it'll stick on the top. Because I have one, I don't know where I did it with it. I'm doing some tests, because I'm gonna do those hats that I showed you right there. I gotta do those. I gotta do the side of them. No, I don't have a minimum hat order, but here's what I tell people. If you're gonna do it, make it worth your time, because you're gonna pay $25 to get the image digitized. You know what I mean? It's only a one-time fee, but it's just, you have to pay to get that image done. Depending on who you get it from. You can pay $15, depending on whoever the digitizer is that does it. These, Gina, I don't have these. The only ones I have a lot of, I do have a lot of these. Not a lot, but I do have some. I can show you what I have. 'Cause I owe you some hats, Gina. So I can show. Here's those. What the heck? The flex fit hat. Yeah, I don't know why it's a weirdo. But see, these are mesh in the, they're not mesh in the back. So I do have these Richardson hats, because I always have extra ones, and I'm glad I do, because now Richardson, for some reason, is not producing hats right now. So those, and then over here by the window, I do have these green and yellow ones. That one, red one. Oh, I do have extra ones. See, I didn't even know I had them. Yeah, I do have them. I have 4 of them. Those are red and black. That one, black and yellow. That one, that's a snapback. Some more Richardsons. Some more. See, here's the other ones I have that I was telling you about. The blue with the red, and those. So those are the ones that I do have in stock. You know what I mean? I've now noticed with Richardson hats, you have to order. Keep pressing. Someone trying to steal that garbage. You have to order extra ones. You know what I mean? We good? Keep freezing. I can if I wanted to, Frankie, but I don't. I do have the material to make patches. I have it right here, look. This is what you need to make patches, twill. So I have black twill and I have white twill. It's just, I don't have time, because this is what my machine's doing 99.9% of the time. Yep. Two more. I said those are the last 2. What time is it? 2 more, we're out of here. Promise you. But if you guys, like I said, I gotta put it out there. You know what I mean? Those of you that followed me know I know nothing of what I'm doing. You could do it. You could learn it. You know what I mean? You're gonna get it. You're gonna get frustrated with it. But you will learn it. If you got questions, you can always hit me up. Because I've already been through it. You know what I mean? You can ask Joe, Hard and Hustle Printing, what's your recommendations? And I would be like, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. If you guys were to ever buy a machine, this machine, because I know it, you know what I mean? I could do my best to help you, you know what I mean? But if you bought a different machine, it would be tough because I don't know the machine, you know what I mean? And whenever it traces, I am using black thread, right? Black is number 3, but whenever it does its trace, it always traces off of needle number 1. So don't think like whenever you do your trace, why is it tracing off of needle number 1 whenever I'm doing it on needle number 3? You know what I mean? So always traces on needle number 1. You do your trace, you're good to go. Hit that big green button and let it rip. You're good to go. But I did have a problem with it one time. One time I did. And it was probably my fault because the whole trace thing, right? I was holding down the needle. I hit it. It made some grinding noises. And then this little arm right here was low. It didn't want to go back up. So whenever I would hit the trace button, or I would try to move the needle, it would go so far and it would just stop. And then once it would do that, I was like, what the heck? What happened? You know what I mean? So I emailed RICOMA. It was Friday. So it stayed idle Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then they called me on a Monday. And they're like, are you in front of the machine? And I was like, yeah. So they were like, all right. There's an app that they use. So they're like, download this app and we're going to call you. So I was like, all right. So I downloaded the app. If you use the machine, you probably... yeah, I got black and yellow, Gina. But what happened is they video called me. They call you on a video chat and they're like, what's the problem? And I showed them and they're like, okay, this is what you need to do. Do this, do this, do this. I did exactly what they said and boom, it worked. And that's the good thing about it is they're not here physically, but they give you that phone call through whatever app it is. I forget what it's called. And fix the problem for you right away. Yeah, there was a black and yellow one, Gina. I think I only have one though. One of those. Just there's a ghost in here. Threw the lighter at me. But if you guys have any questions, white with the red blue. You talking about this one? This one? Is that the one you're talking about? I don't know if this is the one you're talking about. But I try to save a hat. Like every time I do a hat, I try to save it. So that when someone comes in and they want to see the work, they can see it. You know what I mean? I don't want to move the camera because I don't. Let me go check. No, I don't have none. Sorry. Bummer. Nope. They're all either white or gray. We'll check tomorrow though. I ordered. So there was one day they had. We were looking online and Richardson came out with. They didn't come out, but the Richardson 112. They had the black with the white. The black with the white. And they had like 15 of them, and I was like, order them all. So we ordered all of them, and then like 3 days later, we got an email, and it said, "Oh, sorry, but a customer had put in the order right before you, so you didn't get them." I do have these. Let me show you. So they're all different styles though. This is the new Richardson hats. I don't even know what number this is, but that's a Richardson hat. It's not as structured as the Richardson hats. So there's that one. There's this one. This is more like a, I don't know. See, but this has this in the back. And then this is the flex fit, and it's got this in the back. So I mean, I don't know, Gina, like I want to get you exactly what you want, and it's just Richardson. Richardson hats are out right now. Let me show you this other one I got. I'm doing this guy's logo on his thing. He has a on his hat. He has the word Campana for I guess a town in Mexico, and he wants to get a bunch of hats done with that. And I was like, yeah, I can get them done. So I ordered the hats, and then again, like 3 days later, they sent me an email saying that my order was gonna be refunded because they didn't have the hats. I was like, man. And right now, Richardson hats are like 2 to 3 weeks out before they start I don't know where they make them at, but I guess they're not making them, or everybody just wants them now. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, but it is what it is. Yeah, those are all adjustable. This one's adjustable. These are adjustable. And I think this one would be better for a female instead of these. But again, it's up to you. You know what I mean? Something like this. Not so heavy. Like these are heavy. These feel like those new era hats that are made out of like football hats or whatever. The only one black on black Richardson hat I have left. And that one's already sold too. Tired. They can be, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't want to tell you yes, and then you get it, and you're like, I don't like it. Still here, Rye. I was getting ready to DJ, man, but now I can't. Because then you're going to be like, man, you're not even going to want to DJ no more if I start DJing. You're going to be like, freaking Joe. I close this place down. This shopping center, I close it down every day. They're like, do you ever go home? I'm like, yeah. Not yet. Nah, we ain't gonna make it that far. One more hat and then I'm done. For real. I know I said that 2 hats ago, but I was waiting for Rye to come back. And this one's already done. Let me put the next one on. People that walk by the store are probably like, this dude's crazy. He's in there talking to himself. Who's he talking to? Last one. I know you guys are like, whatever. You're just lying. You just like to talk to yourself. I need to do the I have Zoom. I guess I need to download the Yard. What's it called? The one that everybody's using now? The Yard something? The Duck Yard or something? Where people could join in. StreamYard. Yeah, Duck Yard. StreamYard. Yeah, because then y'all could be on here keeping me entertained, right? Hit the switch. Man, I haven't used OBS in a while, so it does have a duck. You know what I mean? And I haven't used OBS in so long, and it's because I haven't I just can't. Like I don't have time to sit there and do the OBS thing like I used to, where I would just sit there and set it all up and be like, I'm not gonna move from this spot all night. I'm gonna sit here and we're gonna cut vinyl and we're gonna set up 3 or 4 different cameras and we're gonna make it look really, really cool. I don't have that time to do that. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, I'm here. I'm doing something. I'm doing a job. Let me get people on here so they can at least see what I'm doing. And they keep me company. You guys keep me company. You know what I mean? Keep me company. And people walk by the store and think I'm crazy. But like after I get off of here, I gotta shoot the intro to this video so I can post a video. You know what I mean? 100 caps with the MT-1501. People are gonna say, you're crazy. You should have outsourced it. But then I lose money if I outsource it. I'd rather lose sleep than lose money. You know what I'm saying? I think the last 2 nights, the last 2 days, I slept like the last 2 days, a total of probably 6 hours. Total of 6 hours. It's all good. It's all good, right? You say Marietta? I don't know. Where's is Marietta in Georgia? Gotta put in that work, you know what I mean? A Moco Loco? What's that? That's a Cali thing. Yep, there's been plenty of time. Like I'm not like sometimes I'm like I stop putting stuff on YouTube stories. So I'm like these people are probably like, this dude does not stop. He's annoying already. North, so I'm 2 hours south of Atlanta. I'm not in Hawaii no more. I was in Hawaii. I'm in Georgia now. I'm a Georgia dude. Georgia peach. Originally from Texas. and now in Georgia. Yep. I'm looking to get a sign, a light up sign for outside. And they're so expensive. So expensive. When are you coming back? I'm not going back. We're staying here. We already have it set. You know what I mean? We have the 2 stores here. And it's like you can't trust nobody. Yeah. Swing by. Swing by. I love when people come by. You know what I mean? Or just, you don't have to come by, just call. I had someone call earlier too, and it's awesome when, because I have my number to the shop on there. You know what I mean? So if you guys ever have any questions and I'm here, I can answer it. You know, I can do my best to answer it. I don't know it all, but I can do my best to, if you have a question, to answer it. You know what I mean? But yeah, the number's on there. If you guys got any questions, call the store, call the shop. The store, I'm not always there, but on Sundays I work at the store now. So if you guys, I got to give my girls off because 2 of the other girls that were working there quit on us. So now my daughters work through the week and then they work on the weekends too. So to eliminate that, I started working there on Sundays, and then Emily works here, and now she works Saturdays over there. You know what I mean? So we're all trying to accommodate so that everybody can have weekends off and stuff like that. So you guys saw me there that Saturday when I was like super swamped. And that's how the weekends are. Not even the weekends, the last 2, well, since Monday, the girls have been swamped over at the vinyl stand. Like, you guys that have been putting in orders, I appreciate all of you guys. Martin Jones, my son lives in, I don't even know how to say that. I don't want to mess it up. I want to know what you said now. That's crazy. That's cool. I mean, I'm glad you're still 3 hours away. But I mean, that's cool. That I wish y'all were still here, like in Augusta, closer. That's cool. And it's cool because now, like, a lot of people that have come into the store have started following me on YouTube, and it's pretty cool that people are doing that. You know what I mean? I got a job that I'm going to be doing for a summer camp thing for one of the schools. They wanted, I think they got like 20 to 25 students that want to make tumblers. So I told them we could do it. It's going to be like a 2 or 3 day class. So that's cool too. You know what I mean? To get out, like the community, not only the Evans community, but the communities that surround this community. Schools have started reaching out to us, so that's cool too. You know what I mean? Whatever helps will help. You know what I mean? Yeah, some people do. Some people do. There's not a lot. I mean, I don't have a lot of following. You know what I mean? But there are. My family always makes fun of me when people call the store, and people are like talking about, "Hey man, I've been following you for a long time. I appreciate it." And then they're like, "Ooh." But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all of you guys. You know what I mean? 2 hours. Yeah. You know Gina. Oh, it's Joe. It's Joe. Even the guys from B-Flex, when I go pick up vinyl, I'll go pick up vinyl from them, and they're like, "Oh, it's Hard and Hustle Printing." I'm like, "Shut y'all's mouth, man. Y'all are dumb." They're haters. I'm like, "Is that Joe from Hard and Hustle Printing?" I'm like, "Shut up. Y'all are dumb." But I'm trying to, the next thing I'm trying to do is, I just got in touch with the TV stations. It's expensive, but it could be worth it. You know what I mean? To get either commercials or get put on some of the programs that they have that run throughout the day. So we're in a, me and Lori are in the talks for that right now. Some guy came in here one time and did that. You know what I mean? He came in here. He was like, let me get a hat. So he bought a hat, and then I was like, all right, man. Like we talked for about an hour, and he was getting ready to leave. And when he was leaving, he was like, hey, sign my hat. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, sign it. And I was like, okay. He's like, you never know, man. You might be the next big thing. And I was like, cool. No, like, I want to do like community stuff. You know what I mean? That's my next big thing. Is because we're gonna stay here in this community, like in this area. Like, there's another store here. I want to shut it down. Not because I don't want to shut it down because that's the type of person I am, but like I want my stuff to be number one. You know what I mean? That's just the way I want it to be. Like put up a big old billboard. You know what I mean? That's what we want to do. Either that, get on the TV stations. We'll see. It's in the talks right now. See what we can do. It's expensive, but you got to think about it. So many people come into the vinyl stand a year late. I've had the store for a year, right? People still come into the vinyl stand a year later and are like, I did not know this store was here. And it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like, but, you got to think about it, like, this place is so big, like, if you type in vinyl, it pops up. Done. If you type in vinyl, it pops up. You know what I mean? But the thing about it is, how can I inform people more about the vinyl? Like every time someone posts like, where can I get vinyl? I'm like, the vinyl stand. Where can I get this? The vinyl stand. You know what I mean? Because it's what you do. You know what I mean? But how can I get it? How can I reach the audience when I'm not paying attention to social media, which is hardly ever because it's always going off. But like, if people were to write on the Augusta page, where can I get t-shirts made? And if I'm not looking at it at that exact moment, how am I gonna know? You know what I mean? We do. There's a lot of stuff that we do for a lot of people around here. You know what I mean? I wanna do much more. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get into the they just had, y'all saw my YouTube stories the other day. We were here last Saturday late. We started hearing all this boom boom. They had this thunder over Evans, which was, they had the Memorial Day fireworks a week early. I was trying to get into that with the trailer, but it was already too late. So they were like, it's all right. I've added you to the list. Whenever stuff comes up, I'm going to give you an email so that you can be informed about it. So I'm like, cool. So, yes. How can I get the vinyl stand out there more? TV, you know, that's the next big thing. But social media is big. You know what I mean? That's how this all started. Hard Hustle Printing, from the bedroom to this now, you know what I mean? Just keep at it. Keep at it. That's all I can say. Or you're going to be located outside. Done. Those are done. Sweet. Let me unlock this because Emily's going to come in tomorrow and she's going to start it. I want to switch the image to the other one so that there's no confusion. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. You guys saw the MT-1501. We had it up to 1,000 stitches a minute. All right, thank you guys for sticking around. If you guys want one of these machines right here, if you guys are interested in one of these machines, make sure you go down below. There's a link to RICOMA. Click that link, sign up, and RICOMA will get in touch with you. Save you up to $250 on one of these machines. All right. Thank you guys for sticking around for 2 hours and 27 minutes. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you, Amanda. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Till next time. Peace out, Dad. Till next time. Keep pressing.